Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm trying something new today. So today is the first day that if you go to the PDGA website, you're gonna see the new champs. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's click on over there real quick. Wow, check that out. Kristen Tatar, Isaac Robinson, congratulations to you guys. Also, if you notice the page I'm on, we got some new approved discs that I thought were worth looking at. Let's check these out. All right, so I thought this was kind of interesting. Usually on Mondays is when they approve discs. So I thought this might be something interesting for you guys instead of going and checking yourself. If you just want to tune in here, I'm going to try to take a look every Monday. Now, since Monday was a holiday, Tuesday is the day they're releasing today. If you check it out, we have 3 new released discs, all from MVP. Well, 2 from MVP, 1 from Axiom, but you get the idea. So let's check these out. Let's go on over to the site here. All right, so if you look, September 5th, that's today, we got 3 discs, 2 from MVP, we got the Detour, the Trail, and then from Axiom, we have the Pixel. All right, so let's click on the Detour here. Ooh, I like how MVP already gave us, they gave us a picture of what it looks like. You get the profile, you get underneath the rim. That looks pretty nice. So it's definitely a mid-range, tells us right there, the Detour mid-range driver. And then you got all the specs down here. Now, hopefully as I go and I do this more week to week, I'll be able to tell you more what these numbers mean. But when I was looking at MVP's website over here, it looks like, so the rim thickness is 1.4 centimeters, so that's 14 millimeters. So if you go up here to about 14 millimeters, well, you get the deflector, and then also some of the 14 millimeter discs are categorized in the 13 millimeter section. So when I click on the reactor has very similar numbers as far as the thickness and the height go to the new Detour. So given these numbers, it's going to be something like the reactor as far as how high it is and how thick the rim goes. Now, as far as how stable it is, it's going to be interesting to test these out. But just looking at the rim, it looks pretty neutral. Doesn't look super overstable. Doesn't look super understable. Usually a higher brake line, like if the brake line was here and then it started going down, that's going to show you it's going to be super overstable. Or if this curve came down a little bit closer to the bottom, that's going to be something a little more understable. So this looks more like, kind of like a rock, something like that, a buzz. So it's going to be kind of a neutral mid-range. That's my guess. So I'm just speculating here. You guys can roast me in the comments if you want. So we can look forward to a new mid-range called the Detour from MVP. So we got the Trail coming up. It's a driver. Is it a distance driver? Let's see. All right, the rim thickness is 2.1 centimeters. So if we go on over to MVP's page, that's going to be 21 millimeters. So there we go. So you got some good company there. Really love the Wave, the Photon, the Phase. So it's going to, I assume it's going to be in this category here, 11 speed. Let's go back and look at the rim. All right, so same thing. The rim is kind of in the middle. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the bottom and the top of the disc, and where the rim, where the top of it and the bottom of it meet is fairly close to the middle, fairly close to the middle. If this brake line was a little higher, that would mean overstable. If it was a little lower, in general, it means understable. So it's right in the middle there. So this might be like a -1.3, -2.2, probably more along the lines of -1.3 or maybe like a 0.2, I'm guessing. Again, this is kind of fun for me just to guess, because who knows? In a month or so, maybe I'll be trying some of these discs out. All right, and then we got one more disc that we're gonna look at that is already approved, got approved today, which is the Pixel. I really love putters. As soon as I saw this one, it reminded me a lot of some of the putters that I really like a Praxis. Doesn't look like it's got a bead. I don't know, maybe it does have a bead right there. Well, yeah, maybe it does have a bead. So maybe it's kind of like a Pilot, an Axiom Pilot, I don't know. But if you look, I was talking about that braking line. So you got the top here, the bottom here, and this braking line is a little bit lower than most, that I'd say like a neutral. So if this curve right here was a little higher, I'd say it's probably going to be more neutral, but this one I'm guessing is probably going to be a little more on the understable side. But if it does have a bead, that's going to make it a little bit more stable. So who knows? Maybe this is another neutral point and shoot, maybe kind of like a Pilot, just looking at it. But yeah, that's exciting. So I don't know if you guys like this or not. Maybe you guys totally hate this. If you do, just don't watch it. But I'm going to try to do these every time a new disc comes out, because I think this is kind of fun, because in the future, I'm going to be testing out some of these discs, and it might be kind of fun to go back and look at what I thought they were going to be when they got approved. I don't know. Maybe it's useful, maybe it's not. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. Until next time, peace out.